Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Timberborn. I'm Lavender Mama, and this is the Lavender Tower. Now, this truly unique map, I think, is going to be quite a bit of a challenge for us. How do you think we can do? Well, let's jump in. All right, so that means we have a bit of a problem. We have 2.8 days and our water just started coming. That means we don't have enough water to last even the shortest of a bad tide, which is a huge problem. We still haven't gotten these done over here. So that has already popped priority. That is letting the bad water go backwards into our clean water area here during the time periods that we have good water. We also need to figure out the food situation here because we're going to need them to they're probably going to need to harvest everything that's in this area because it's all going to die off. We also have some lumber back here that can be cut. Woo, wow. Okay, that all popped off. So we can open a lumberjack back here. And let's see. If I remember correctly, let's take a peek here. Oops, didn't mean to spin that. I could have swore hitting the wrong buttons. That's what happens when you put your hand on the keyboard in the wrong place. Yeah, our water source is right there. That if we were to open this up, we could make it so that our clean water comes out here. We also could make it so that our bad water runs right off the map. Would be another thing we could do, but we kind of put trees where that might be a possibility. So we'd have to create a windy path for it to go off, but we could make it so that our water comes out here. That just means that we would completely cut off all of the green on upper layers because it fills this top reservoir. If I'm not mistaken. It's just such a pretty map. Comes out of the hill there and creates a little windy windabout there. All right, we have 0.2 days. Pause. I do not want to go into this bad tide with us on 3 times speed because I want to be able to see how long it takes for us to get bad water down here first off. And see, what are we waiting for here? Planks. Oh, shoot. All right. Oh, we have broken teeth. Oh, no. Oh, no. We need to do something about that. Okay, so let's quick throw in a... Where do we want to put this? Well, that was a little closer to that than I wanted to be. Let's set our level here. Maybe not quite there, maybe there. Will work so that we can see a little bit easier. Where do we want to put this grindstone? The housing is all right here, so we could just stick one right in there. It's near the housing. Yeah, we only have 440 water. This is going to become a problem. And what we're going to need to do is take all of these guys off of pause when bad tide starts. Because what's going to happen is it's going to it is going to cause us to not get as much water as we can get. All right, so shall we see if we survive this first bad time? Honestly, I want to do a save game. Lavender Tower, save. Okay, resume. We're going to go at one time. Maybe we'll go at 2 times because I'm... Yeah, 2 times. Okay. Oopsies, wrong button. Now, I've got my water on. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to be able to see when this changes from good water to bad water. We've only got 400 and whoop, there it is. So that means these should have shut. Yes. Okay, good. That should have opened. Yes. All right. 6 days. A 6-day bad tide. I'm thinking we probably have 2 of them that we will continue with fresh water. And then I think we will probably have 3 of them that are with crappy water. I would like to see them completely harvest everything over here. Food-wise, we are at 1.2k, so we're not too exceedingly bad here. Just starting to see a tinge there in the water. We come down to this level. Oops, wrong thing. I am not seeing starting to see that get up into the other level. We might only have a day. We kind of get some forewarning because when it hits here, then it'll hit here because it goes right down in 2 holes right over there. So if we watch this, we'll be able to see when we're going to have bad water. It's going to kill off most of the crops in this area. It's kind of why I wanted them to like harvest, because like all of this stuff is going to die like right quick. Do we have storage? Very little storage. Oh, okay. Can we... Kohlrabies. I do not want us to run out of storage. That will be really, really bad. Okay, we're into day 4. All right, so we got 1 day. I can't imagine though when you get into the later parts, that's going to be a huge problem because that reservoir is going to be filled with bad water. And if the reservoir is filled with bad water, then you are going to have all that spilling down long past when you need it to. Why is this so full? Oh, because he's running. I don't want him running right now. All right, we are about to tick over into day 3. You can see where that drain is right there. So I think we're going to have to look at creating a tube of sorts. That will allow us to get to fresh water faster. But this is all pressurized, so if we release that without a sluice to help control it, I think we're gonna like shoot ourselves in the foot. But man, look at the mini map. Completely red. This is still blue. I mean, we're all right, we've officially made it through 2 days and we still have water, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna put this guy back on planting because I'm worried that we will end up with a pause in our kohlrabi production because we paused that stuff. Are these guys full? Is berry storage full? Yes, yes it is. Okay then. Can we fit in another couple of warehouses over here? Maybe we do the long, tiny warehouses. Well, we can fit in one. Whoopsies, we can fit in one. Do we have any beavers not working? We need to get this, we need just a few more planks to finish off this guy. We just need 3. And then that'll be done. Can we... My gosh. We're about to tick over into day... Into day, 3. And we still have blue water. Interesting. Oh, we need planks for the showers as well. Those each need 2. Okay. Although we do have a couple of showers, so those aren't as important. So we'll tick those down. I think we are going to need more water pumps. Anybody else think this? Because I think this. Let's say blueberries. It's full. We've got such a nice space here. I guess medium warehouses are as big as we have. That one won't work because they can't get to the door then. Let's see if we could put one more little one right in. I can see the spot. Right there. Expand our path. Okay, I find it strange that we still haven't seen any of that bad water. Where is it? That's what I'd like to know. Where is it? So this is completely full. We are going to get slammed with it. It's just not when we think it's going to. Interesting. Huh. That's really weird. The way that is, clearing water. Very interesting. Right there's where we're coming down to fill that. Is this reservoir doing us any good at all? That's what I'm wondering. Or is it more of a... I can't quite tell. But it seems we've had a little bit of a reprieve. I'm gonna need to track that back a little bit better, I guess. Okay, let's do berries again. I will hoard all the food I can get. We're up to 1,400 food. We're up to 704 water. And I'm like, I don't know that I want to open these. I'm a little afraid that as soon as we open these, that then the bad will come and we will have a problem. So, okay, we didn't say that. Okay. All right, we have 6 open jobs. Our water is full. Ooh, okay. So let's go ahead and send a couple of you off. We'll leave a couple to keep things topped off. Are we starting to see some of that bad come through? I think we are. Could just be watercolor. We don't have a ton in the way of kohlrabi, so that was kind of a mistake to shut those off. I'm going to flip us back to 3 times because it's a little slow. All right, we have 23 planks currently. That is completely open. I'm going to pause that and pause this. We don't really need those running right now, so we're good. We do have a couple of beavers who are homeless though, so we're going to need to build another house. If I can click on it. Let's say that this is the layer that we look at. Okay, there we go. That makes it a little easier. All right, do we want to put it right there? If we put it right there, then we block off the rest of that terrace. If we put it back a little bit, we can continue on the terrace line. So let's go ahead and take those two trees out. Let's pop priority on those. Okay, so right there, bad tide is ended, and we never actually saw any bad water. Okay then. I'm kind of confused. Not gonna lie, I am kind of confused. I'm not quite certain. What? Oh, we can send these guys back off. It automatically opened them back up. Since our water is 100% full, we also are going to need some more water storage because this ain't gonna cut it. All right. So let's see here. I'm really kind of stumped about how that all went. I'm not gonna lie, really kind of stumped. Okay, so we're... there's a drain there. Interesting. I wonder where that goes. You see it? Looks like there's a drain right there. Oh my gosh. This map is diabolical. Huh. Okay, now that I like advanced us away from what we were working on, we were still trying to see if this, like, at some point this has got to... At some point this has got to, got to turn into bad water, but I don't... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. This is a diabolical map. It's gonna hit us when we don't expect it. I'm gonna let them just run on autopilot for a minute and let's see here. Where is this bad water coming from? Okay. It looks like if we could get to here, we could divert that bad water. All right. But that still doesn't... Oh, we can get to here. So we'd be able to divert that more easily. We could stop up that. That would divert that. I've probably said this before. This whole entire reservoir, though, is quite some mixed badness going on. And as you can see, this whole area here is converting back to regular water. So have we? Yes. Oh, shoot. Close. There it is. That's what I was waiting for. We are now 5 days into the next cycle and are starting to see that contaminated water. I'm going to throw the fluid dump on. And of course, it's contaminated enough that the beavers can't shower in this. It is mixed, but since that's showing up as contaminated, we know that our beavers would be damaged by going into it, even though it doesn't look that bad. Back to back bad tides. Back to back bad tides. All right. They can still pump. Let's pause for 2 seconds here. We need some more water storage in like right quick. And we're going to have to make that highest priority. We do have lumber, so that's not so bad. But the problem is going to be is like, okay, last time we had the full 5 days of the thing in it. So if we've got a back-to-back, we also are going to save yet again. Just in case. I don't want to have to start completely from scratch. I learned from the last series. Yes, I did. Ooh. Wait, what happened over here? Did we not mark any of these for cutting? We did not. We did not. All right. Okay, we are going to start losing them over here because of the bad water. Are we starting to lose crops here as well? Is this contamination creep starting? No, but I can't imagine that it won't at some point. These we do have down, so I'm gonna just pull them down a little bit more. All right. Okay, so we've saved. We've put in the emergency water tanks. I'm trying to see, is there another spot that we can fit some more in? Handily. Like, I almost feel like putting some temporary stuff there, and I sneaky as this map maker has been, I wonder if some of these blockages don't lead into one of the other areas. So we might have to trace that back and see if there's anything under any of these blockages that might mean we have a more direct access to water. If that makes sense. I'm a little bit of a feeling like we are kind of screwed. Not gonna lie. Kind of feel like that. Oh, you know what? Maybe we prioritize. I know, I'm confused today. I honestly haven't been playing too many video games because I've been having a lot of migraines. So I'm having to limit my game time because of that. So I feel a little rusty. So I apologize if I'm a little rusty here. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to high priority those. We've got the 2.8 days, and we are going to go ahead and we are going to kick that. You know what? I'm going to kick that to 2 times. Nah, we'll go 3 times. And see what we can do here. I'm gonna pull those other two pumpers back while they still can pump water. I'm gonna pause this guy. I'm really wondering about this corner. Is it gonna start becoming contaminated? Because all of this is touching that bad water. And our water isn't gonna get any better. Just saying. Water isn't gonna get any better. Okay, did we build up? Oh my gosh. Oh, that is such yucky looking water. I gotta get out of the all right. Let's there we go. That's a little better. Thank you to the person who told me to use Alt and the roller bar, middle mouse bar, to come down, because that is working like a treat to help me jump around here. Much nicer. We do have lumber storage here. We did get that built in there. I'm almost thinking we put in a stairs up into this area as well. We'd be able to get those trees up there if we put in a stairs. Oh no, I didn't mark any of them. Oh my gosh. I should have used the storage interface. We've got 1 day. I'm thinking we are going to start needing to put in some more water pumps, which might mean that we move all of these guys and put in more water pumps on this side. I was kind of trying to save the berries and not have the berries be taken out, but we might need to just for ease of, or move them over here. Is our berry storage full again? Yes, it is. Berries. You just taking over the world. I mean, I guess that's good because they make up the main bulk of our stuff, and we need them because of do we have planks yet? No. I mean, sorry, platforms yet? There it is. Okay, so the bad tide has started, which means that kicked on that guy. I'm going to pause him for a minute because we do have water in there and we don't actually need like a super ton. If we look at 150 for a stream gauge. Okay, let's invest in a stream gauge. They will be able to build that from here. We actually don't need those guys right there anymore, do we? All right. We were looking to get some more storage in. Are they still pumping water? Productivity is it's up to 82%. Probably because they aren't shoveling water all the way to the back of the beyond, but how many builders do we have? We have 2. Let's kick that up. We are up to 23 beavers with 6 kits, and we have 9 beavers sleeping in the out of doors. We never built this house, did we? Because we were going to build it here, and then we were going to build another one here. Very wonky, but I think what'll happen is we can stick some well-being items here in between, and or maybe we bring some of the breeding pods along here. Do we have any well-being items that might be a good... We could do a scratcher. We probably need to input some medical beds. We've got 350. A scratcher is 100. That might make for some happier beavers. Oh, I didn't do these ones either. Oh my gosh, I didn't even check the... Darn it. I didn't even check the time frame. It looks like that was an 11-day... An 11-day bad tide. Ooh, that is not great. Stream gauge is belt. Okay, so let's tie this stream gauge into this guy. Advanced, attach stream gauge. Okay, we want to... we're not going to do that. Yeah, we are going to do that. Disable during temperate. I know for us, it's going to be a rather weird... time period. And then we are going to go what? We are going to say pause when over, let's say 0.5. Unpause when less than 0.24. There we go. Did it. Did it. We really do have like super bad water now. We have officially gained it all. There's no longer any blue in there at all from what I can see. There might be a little bit, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay. I'm not understanding why we aren't getting any contamination here. I really don't understand that. That seems crazy to me. There must be some water in there because it is still... It is doing its thing. I mean, all of these guys are still pumping. We are almost to capacity on those water tanks, though. So let's... Let's do that. And get a few more of them in there. And let's make sure that we... Alrighty, I know that we have a lot of lumber that we could be chopping over here, and we are not because we do not have all the lumberjack flags open. So we will kick everyone that we have over there into... Oh my gosh, okay. I think we need to pause. For just mere moments. These guys don't have anything to do, so let's move their flags down to here. Alrighty. Now, we need to come up with a better power situation. Honestly. And this area right here gets constant flow. Except for in the worst of the drought period. But I almost think that if we did something over here, that's weird. I can't see what I'm doing. We might be able to like move industry down into here. So if we take a peek, it's a little deep right there and it's a little janky is the only problem. So we would need to use these guys. We are officially 5.5 days, halfway through our tide cycle. All right, so if we look at these guys, I honestly feel like we need some platforms and some levees like right in here that would allow us to get that skinnied up. Or maybe we could come down here, right here, but it means we've got to get beavers into that water then. Right there. Looks like we can... My GUI is a little bit big. All right, so I'm thinking like 1, 2... That would still allow us to, like, if we put one there and one there, right? Then we need... We have levees yet? No, we don't have levees. How are we doing on science? We're okay on science. So if we put a block there, we are going to need to create a bridge over somewhere here. Do we have any available? No. How many? Let's see here. Lumber storage is almost full. That's amazing. Water storage is still staying up. We're still at 14K for food. So we're surviving this one. We're surviving this one. But I'm a little bit hesitant to say that we're getting some of these other ones. Okay, you know what? We're gonna need... We're not gonna be able to get to those though. So that doesn't really matter. If we put the beavers down in the water, we're gonna end up with contaminated beaver. All right. So let's see, how can we get across here to build this and just to get across here in general? So if we do, let's do some cheese storages. Will we be able to get across there? There's a tree there. There's a tree there. There's a tree everywhere. Okay, that's not gonna work. All right, let's oh, you know what? Die. Okay. Okay. And we need to set all of these to not accepting goods so they will stop flashing at us. Boosh. Okay. Now, I made that path just a little bit too close to there. Very good, very nice. Okie smoky. I think that our lumber storage is full. So I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and right there. Seems good to me. We actually could do a couple of them. Right like that. We're gonna say logs and logs. But we probably need to go over to the other half of the world. I'm really kind of like surprised that we have not had any contamination here. That seems very strange to me. Woo! Okay, Badtide has ended. That really does us no good. Thank you for sending us into the wall. Game. We can go ahead and I noticed that some of the trees back here have been taken out. So we can go ahead and fill that in. And it looks like all of this up here dried out on us. Okay. Looking good. Whoa. Our power wheels are in. Okay. We're getting 110 out of those. Okay. Very good. Very nice. Very good. Very nice. Let's go ahead and back one of those up to there. And then we want a gear workshop because we want to get going on some large water tanks. We definitely need those right quick. All right. So very good. I think we've made a lot of progress today. We have survived 2 bad tides, not 1, but 2. We seem to still be doing okay water-wise. We're still getting some water out of there, so I'm not quite certain what the deal is with that. It's gonna mean we need to do some pretty serious tracing back of where this water is coming from. I know we kind of have touched on it a couple of times, but we need to figure out where we can circumvent the fresh water and get that to come through here a little bit quicker. We are looking at having 10 extra beds. We had turned down our beaver population. I am going to turn those back on just because I'm a little hesitant to not. We will go ahead and we got a couple of extra beavers. Did we get this down here? That needs planks. It just need to be built, and then we will be good with that. These two guys right here are really not doing us any good. Let's go ahead and get a couple of storages in over here. I think we will put them right along here. Wrong button. F, please. There we go. We're gonna say one is going to be planks. One is going to be logs. We didn't really need all of these over here then. We're gonna go ahead and kick that one out. We didn't need it. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. You know, just for... I should have made that come all the way over to there. Just for ease of traffic. Oh my lord. A third bad tide? A third one? Oh no. No, no, no. Come on. Is that even fair? All right. All right. I'm gonna say that's where we're gonna leave it for this episode, because that's crazy. I'm gonna pause so that I don't waste any of next episode's time. But come on, 3 bad tides back to back. Oh, we are holding steady on water. We're a little light on food. Wait, what happened here? Why isn't this guy running? Because it's intemperate. Dang it. That's why. Okay. I fixed that for next time. Alrighty, but yeah. That's pretty brutal. 3 bad tides back to back. This is gonna create a food problem. This is gonna create a food problem that I just tried that out. We do have extra beavers not working. I'm gonna unpause those gathering flags. Yeah. We're gonna have a rough episode the next one. So I'm gonna say goodbye for today here and say thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.